Oops. Oh my God. I am so sorry, guys. I must have accidentally hit the mute button on my mic. Welcome to the Masterclass. Welcome to what is this called? The Marketing Reviews Masterclass. All right. So, who we got here? Pradeep, Amy, Connie, Annalisa, Deborah, Benji. Welcome, guys. Hope you've had a good week. I know it's weird to see me on a Wednesday night, but this is my new night. Let me share my screen and we'll start answering some questions. Hey, it's a small night tonight. We might get through all of this. All right, Miguel. You hear it all. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to watch this on the replay. You know what? Let me put the YouTube link here. Replay. Okay. And hi, Deborah. Yes, I'm actually quite well. I hope you're well too. Miguel, could I please review your ads for the travel bag for Aussie Outlet? You have some new ads ready to launch. Do I launch these in your ABO or the CBO? Well, probably the CBO. Probably. Let's see if I can find your ad account first. Aussie Outlet. Okay. So we have this travel bag. We got no purchases at all. Spent $100 on this in the last week with no purchases. Why have we had nothing? Cost per click is quite expensive. Let me have a look here at promising clicks. Yeah, this is outrageously high for this cost per click. And this is not a good sign so far. What are we actually testing here? So one ad, which is most of the spend here, it's not too bad. But at $3 cost per click with a high CPM, yikes, that's a very expensive CPM.
Just as much as a check luggage, but it classifies as a carry-on. I put more than a week's worth of clothes, perfume, vitamins, and medication, my shoes and heels, pajamas, underwear, socks, and bras. If you know, you know. Skincare bag, hair care bag, avatar code style. I'm gonna put my makeup and headphones too. Even if I'm not going on a flight and it's just a road trip or something, I know I can bring my whole life with me and just the whole bag.
Shop Relax Air now and get 40% off today only.
Couple of things. I mean, first of all, we're saying 40%, but the ads say 50%. But I am concerned. I mean, that's a pretty good click-through. That's not bad. So that's a good start, but very expensive clicks for this one. We've only spent $26, so there's a good chance that may work out quite well, but these other ones aren't working at all. Okay. So you've had the same...
Tired of trying to cram clothes into your suitcase?
You've had the same ads running in different audiences. So that's not really what we want to be doing anymore for getting Andromeda, which is the new Facebook AI to work properly. what I would recommend that we do a bit differently. Oh, hey Damon, sorry, I missed your comment there on YouTube. What I would recommend we do is get some new ads, and I would start by probably just duplicating travel and tourism. That's probably the best way to go. Just duplicate this out, add your new ads into there, and see how you go from there. To give you an example, I'll see if I can give you guys an example of how we should probably be running these. So give me a sec. I'll find my ad account. And I want to try and explain this to you in a way that's easy to understand. What's my switch? Okay, Stones and Ash, that one. So everybody on this call, is there anybody who's never heard of Andromeda? I'm hoping by now everybody has. Okay. So this is one of my ad accounts here. So at the moment, I have one CBO running. And this is what I think is probably the perfect setup for Andromeda. So for those of you who are new and never heard of Andromeda before and probably thinking, why am I talking about space? About 2-3 months ago, I'm not very good with dates, but Facebook released this update to how their ad delivery works. And they called it Andromeda. And it's basically a new name for the AI that sits under Facebook and does the ad delivery. And it changed everything. So we had to start restructuring how we run our Facebook campaigns in order for Andromeda to work nicely. So this is what's kind of working for me. I have a CBO sitting here for my campaign. And under my campaign, I have all of my different groups of angles under here. So and look, I've got new ads that I'm going to launch tonight after this call. And I can take you through what I might do in a second for launching those. But you can see here, this ad set here is one angle, 50% off and risky travel. So in this ad set here, every ad is talking about traveling being risky. Show you.
Anti-theft sling bag that keeps your phone, wallet, and passport safe is 50% off. The Noir anti-theft sling bag from Stones and Ash is built to keep your essentials safe and your hands free. It sits across your body, so you are not holding a bag in your hand or letting it swing behind you. The zippers and pockets face your chest, which makes it...
It's saying a lot of the same things that my other ads say, but the start of the ad was very different.
Right now, the Noir anti-theft sling bag that keeps your phone, wallet, and passport safe is 50% off. The Noir anti-theft...
Our ads, so our static image ads are backing this up, 50% off sale. The sling bag built for safer travel. So everything here has a theme, safer travel and 50% off.
It's not just another cute bag. It is a pickpocket-proof sling that is now 50% off for a limited time.
And then the last ad here.
If you are still traveling with an open tote, while this anti-theft sling is half price, you are taking a risk you do not need.
So that is one angle. The next angle that we have is shoulder strain. And so all of these ads here are targeting no pain, like carrying a bag without any pain. We have here all my other bag. Every other bag I own feels like dead weight compared to this. We have... no worries, Connie. I have a meeting with Austin later on this week to let him know how Andromeda works and how best to structure your ads moving forward so that he can go and refilm those videos. I feel really bad because the videos, they take a long time to film. I mean, we put a lot of effort. Well, I say we. Austin puts a lot of effort into them, and it takes him a long time. He does them on locations and films up gets all the tripod ready to go and all the lighting. And as soon as he finished filming the last one, which was actually recent, Andromeda released like the week after he finished filming, and I'm like, hey Austin, I got some news for you, but we can't just go and replace the videos at that time because we were all still learning how Andromeda actually works. So this one's all about shoulder strain, all day comfort, zero shoulder strain. We've got our our video here all about shoulder strain.
Bulky bags, unsafe zippers, and constantly checking if my phone was still there. So I finally switched to this.
And then, you know, another shoulder strain ad here. I think obviously those are all shoulder strains. I just want to give you an idea of how we're repurposing our content with fresh content. And I'll show you how we do this as well. I'll show you how we make all this.
You ever get home and see a red mark on your shoulder from your bag? That was me every single day. So I finally switched to this. It is the Noir anti-theft.
So you can see we're reusing a lot of clips, but we're adding a lot of clips as well. And this one will be another shoulder strain bag.
My shoulder used to be on fire every night from dragging around a huge handbag. So I finally switched to this. It is the Noir
And then over here, we've got our offers. Now, I won't show the pickpocket one because it's just like the rest, except we talk about pickpockets. The offers, even though they haven't done well today, spending $66, the offers are actually my very best ad set usually. You know, I mean, you can't win every night. The offers are all of the different offers that I have that work really well. What are offers? Things like your Black Friday, and I know it's not Black Friday anymore, but still, it still bloody converts, so I'll keep it running. We've got Christmas offers in here. We've got buy two, get one free offers, 50% off clearance sale. So they're all themed to being offers inside the offer ad set. Now, that's how Andromeda wants you to structure your campaigns. Oh, that was a good one. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, yeah. All right, this one's a great one. Now, one of the things that you'll find when you make your campaign structure like this, one of your ad sets will most likely be getting all of the spend. That's just how Facebook kind of rolls. It's not great, but it is what it is. It'll find the most engaging ad set and it'll allocate 95% of your budget on that. But that doesn't work for me or all of us. We want to figure out if the new stuff that we're making is better. Because if one of these ad sets is wildly outperforming everything else, you could just duplicate this ad set into a brand new campaign and run it by itself and scale that ad set to the moon. You can absolutely do that. This is both a testing bed for testing my angles, but also scaling this as well. You can scale your testing campaign. You can scale your scaling campaign. You don't have to just have one small campaign and one large. If it's working, throw more money at it. And if it's really working well, make it its own campaign. When you're wanting to figure out if any of your angles are working, you're going to want to spend a minimum amount. So on each of these ones, we have a minimum amount in the spend down here in the budget strategy. You can click through a few links here. You get access to this budget strategy, and I've set $50 AUD per day as the minimum for each of these ad sets to spend, just so my money is allocated nicely and I get to figure out which of these ad sets is good or not, and not just let Facebook decide. I want to have a bit of control over my spend. It's my money. It's my money. I want to control it. Now, how to make those styles of ads. So some of those ads were created by Bilal. Some of the content in those ads was created by Bilal. Some of the content in those ads was created by UGC people that I've paid. And actually, like 95% of that was UGC people that I paid. We pay like $300, maybe $200 to $300 for a UGC person to maybe make one or two videos, right? And we put it up, and you only get one angle. You get whatever angle you told them to make. If you ask them to go and produce a lot of B-roll, you can then reutilize all the footage they give you plus the B-roll to go and make styles of ads like I showed you there, where we all of a sudden, even though we didn't ask our UGC people to talk about shoulder pain, we can make a shoulder pain video by using ARC ads. So ARC ads is a very cheap, relatively cheap AI service where you can start to make these ads with these faces, and they can even hold your product these days. You can tell them the script that you want. You can choose the voice that you want. You can take the time to make the voiceover work really, really well, and then edit that back into the rest of your clips here. And if you've got a good video editor, great. I've got a good video editor that I use, and she does an amazing job of putting these together. So she writes the scripts, she takes the clips and repurposes them for brand new content that works with different angles. Florian, yes, hi. How can I be of service? That's what I recommend you guys do. And for Aussie Outlet, that's what you guys have to do now. It's now time to go deeper into what was working, and what is working is targeting your travel and tourism. But now we have to come up with angles, and you've only got the one angle that I've seen, which is so far like say goodbye to long airport waiting. We got to come up with some different angles for this. You know, maybe it's down to easy packing. Maybe it's down to carry on only. Maybe it's down to, you know, the no waiting for checking in is definitely one. Maybe you have an angle for saving on flight fees without checked in bagging. Maybe you have it down to how quickly you pack and unpack. So go and think about all the different angles and write scripts for those angles and repurpose your ads. That's my advice there. All right, moving on to Deborah. Please look at your ad campaign. You hit 1,500 worth of sales on Saturday. Ready to scale the back and body wrap. Great. Fantastic. Well done. Ready to scale. All right, so I got to find Be Pain Free. Since you updated your product pages and ads, sales have been growing steadily. Here's your screenshots. Great. Wow, perfect. Perfect. And perfect. I guess you'll be joining us in the scaling class pretty soon, Deborah. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations. Okay, we've got $80 a day, $90 a day at this is your master campaign. Yeah, look, Deborah, I'd like you to just scale this budget 20% every couple of days. And is this a campaign budget? Perfect. I want you to do exactly what I did in my campaigns, okay? So right now you've got a broad wrap ad set here. That's cool. We don't want to touch this one. This ad set is flying. Whatever you do, don't do anything inside it. Let me just discard. I don't know what I've done. I'm not going to discard any drafts just in case they're yours. But I've got drafts here, and I don't want to accidentally publish them. Do not touch this ad set. Other than duplicating it, you need to now come up with some other angles for this that you haven't thought of. You can use ChatGPT or I like Gemini these days. Gemini. If you guys haven't jumped on Gemini as your AI generator, my God, jump on it. It's amazing. You can use the AI tools to come up with angles and help you brainstorm angles. So I would call this is your osteopath hubby. Great. So yeah, okay. Scale this 20% every 3 days as long as you're profitable. And probably now focus on your emails. Probably time for email focus. All right, I've just signed up your email list. Did I get your emails? That's the question. I have not gotten your email. Oh, I got it went into my promotions folder. Where to go? Be pain free. Be pain free. So we do have to do a little bit of I'll read that in a second, Florian. We do have to do a little bit of work on your email delivery. You're with Klaviyo. I see. I would recommend potentially moving over to Omnisend, and that may help your email delivery, because that went to my promotions folder. We wanted to land in the main inbox. So what I would do if I were you as well, add those extra 20% every couple of days and really start to work on leveling up your welcome series. And I reckon you'll get to that scaling point really soon. Florian, after last Monday's call, after I got into your Meta account, Meta disabled your account. Now navigate through contact support all over again. Sorry, mate. That's not great news. Yeah, Meta does that on new accounts. It's really, really annoying, but I am sure that we can get past that. I'm sure we can. Deborah, do you need to retarget any audience via Facebook ads? Look, that's a tough question. I don't think you need to retarget with Andromeda these days. When I do set up retargeting, I usually end up with two or three good days where the retargeting ads do really well. And then I start to find that they start to compete with my main ads, and they seem to take conversions away from the main campaign and just cause me strife. And I actually, for most of my brands, in fact, for all of the ad accounts that I'm currently running about 4 or 5 different ad accounts on Facebook. The retargeting, when I turn it off, my top of funnel seems to do better these days. It could be anecdotal. It might not be true on all accounts, but I certainly would just try and make better ads on top of funnel and see if you can scale that potentially. That's my advice anyway. However, if you feel like you want to go and test the waters and create a retargeting ad set, absolutely give it a whirl. And if it works, if it continues working for more than 4 or 5 days, please let me know. I definitely would love to hear your experience running retargeting ads on Facebook in 2025. Because you can always turn them off. It never hurts to test something. If it works on your account, fantastic. When we want to keep it going. Unfortunately, with Facebook, and it is product dependent too. Not all templates, like not all advice works on all accounts with all products. Florian, so it shouldn't be a problem to get your Facebook unbanned. It just sounds like the automated account triggering is happening on your account. They should be able to resolve that for you. If not, please let me know. And since if you've added me to your account and the account is banned, I might be able to go and have a chat with them. So if you can't get it unbanned, send me a message through WhatsApp. I'll give you my WhatsApp details here. I may be able to use my contacts to help if you can't get help for yourself. Maybe. I can't promise anything, but I might be able to help because I have an agency account which gives me access to a higher level of support. But try yourself first. Amy, home vibe. All right, let's take a look. Steam Kalina. Oh, look at the ROAS on the Advantage Plus. Damn. What's your daily budget? $100. Amy, you know the magic words. There is a puppy that needs to be scaled big time. Look at this. Even your top of funnel here at $739. 3 times ROAS on your top of funnel. Scale this right now, and please, for the love of God, go make some more money. Okay, there's what I would do, and there's the right thing to do. What I would do is put this up to $150. The right thing to do is 20% every 3 days. Probably follow the right thing to do. I just get too excited. If you go up too quickly, too fast, this will come out of active delivery, and it will go into learning. We want to avoid that. So 20% every 2 to 3 days. Oh, okay. All right, hold on. So, Amy, that's a good point. You've popped it up to 100 today, and you've only gotten 1 sale, and that's made you sad. Look, you can get sad about that for sure. I can't take that away from you. But the reason is, when you put your foot on the accelerator and you tell Facebook, "Hey, we're gonna start scaling this," it's gonna reach a whole bunch of new people outside of that circle of people that you were already advertising to. So it's It's like when you first turn your tap on your hot water system and it comes out cold for a few minutes. It's got to warm up because the new water coming through is cold. It's just like that. New people are coming into your funnel because you've expanded how much you're spending. They're cold and they got to be warmed up before they can sell. So don't make any rash decisions that moving to $100 a day isn't going to work. Make sure you wait 3 to 5 days before you decide if scaling is working or not working. And if it doesn't work, we'll have other options. But give it 2 to 3 days. Well, I said 3 to 5, so give it 3 to 5 days. What should you do with all the ad sets in the testing one? Well, if you're making money, nothing. If this number isn't profitable for you, turn it off or turn it down. And in fact, so you've got chemical free, which is kind of nice. Tough stains. I mean, you could keep chemical free running. It seems to be okay. I would start testing out just testing out the new angles that you might want to bring over. Just keep coming up with ideas. Keep using ChatGPT. You keep using Gemini to come up with angles. Keep looking at your competition. Steal their ideas. Don't steal their videos. Don't steal their images. Just steal their ideas and make them better. And test more and more and more to see what you can bring in. And whatever you do on the campaign here, never touch this one. This is off limits from any changes whatsoever. Okay, you can turn ads off inside of here, but you don't want to add new ads inside of here. If you want to add new ads into your scaling, you just add them into a new ad set. And well done. We'll be seeing you in the scaling class soon. Man, we got some students who are starting to do well. This is fantastic. All right, Gorgon, please take a look at your website. Yeah, no problem. Ooh, I've got a competitor on my hands here. Actually, you're not competing with me because I sell to the US. I have this bag on my website, by the way. All right, let's walk through this. I'm not actually advertising this. I have it on my website. We're not ready to start ads on this, but we will at some point. So one little thing. Oops, come back. So you see how we're scrolling through here and everything's great. Nothing's moving out of the way and looking bad, but we come over to the video and because it's in long format, it's pushing everything down. If you're in mobile, that's going to look really bad and off-putting. So whenever you're doing a video inside the product, the image descriptions, inside the images, in fact, for every image, make sure the images are the same size. You see how they're moving down here? It impacts the user experience and it makes your website look cheap. So all images need to be, and all videos inside of the carousel, inside the product images need to be the same size. I prefer to go with square. Designed to be your everyday go-to, premium look, practical for daily life, stay organized and feel confident. That's not how we sell this bag. What is this bag? This bag is none of these things. Well, I mean, I'm sure it is, but that's not the main selling points. This is the main selling point. You can take your lunch, keep things cool in an office-looking bag, right? So we need to bring some of those unique selling points and unique emotional benefits into this. This is the bag for a woman to look organized, to feel organized, but look chic, I think. But come up with better ones. Now, I do like these. They look really good. Well done on the product images. They look fantastic. Hear from our happy customers. Terrific. Great. Great. Now, you're going to want to replace these with your own UGC at some point if this works. From work to weekend, I don't know if this is a weekend bag. I would double down on work. This is a work bag. This is to take Lux Core. You like the idea of looking stylish or being practical? Yeah. I mean, I like that, but we got to be, if you want to really sell this type of product, go for the practicality. Go for the problem that we're solving. And that is a problem, looking stylish and being practical. But what about it is practical? Stay organized. Stress-free mornings. Start with the one tote. Stop juggling multiple bags. Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. Healthy meals at work without the hassle. That should be a unique selling point up here as well. Skip the overpriced takeout and soggy salads. Great. But make sure you pop on here doing all this while staying absolutely stylish. This is looking really pixelated. I like what you're doing here, but you need to find a different, like you need to redo this image really pretty much from scratch because it's not a high enough resolution. This is cool, but we don't want to have this take up the whole width of the page. It doesn't look right. Usually these are a bit less wide. Money back guarantee is lovely. And you've got your reviews there. Terrific. The only thing is, you say Aussie here, but these women are not Aussie.
Wow, absolutely fantastic. I got a new bag.
I mean, in the future they will be, I'm sure. Christmas flash sale, 50% off shop, free postage, shop now. All right, cool. The price point might be an issue. 119 might be too much. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we go. So I'd like you to fix those things up on this page, and then I mean you're ready to go. You're pretty much almost there. Just need way better USPs. Okay, Katie. Sculpt theory, consistent, roughly 2 sales a day. You're stuck on how to scale. Cupping? Are we talking cupping? Any product image with a butt, I think, works really well. Cool. Looks great. Visually reduced sale year like 30 days. Yeah, great landing page. Beautiful. The videos are a little bit pixelated. I think with this type of product, with this type of website, we might want to see if we can get, like you could maybe reuse these or get UGC redone. Pradeep, UGC platforms? Oh, that's a tough question, my friend. A tough question. Use Clip is good. Freedom Club UGC is really good when you buy that. Use Clip is fantastic. I kind of outgrew all of the UGC platforms, and now I have a creative director who manages the whole process for me, and I can certainly put you in touch with her if you're at a level where you need lots of UGC quite often, but you probably don't. I do also find Fiverr can be pretty good for some UGC. I've used Fiverr a few times, and Upwork as well. Upwork can be fantastic for UGC. All right. Katie, do I have Sculpt Theory in my... How do we get to there? Let's see. I do. Let's have a look and see if we can figure out how to scale this. Top of funnel, $51 a purchase. Okay. How much does this thing cost? $87.95. Sup, is it Zayad? Sup, Zayad? Nice to see you over on YouTube. Okay. So, Katie, how much does this thing cost you to get to the customer? So $50, so $87.95 minus $50 per purchase leaves you with $28. Okay, so we're making around about maybe $10 per purchase. Does anybody ever buy two? Or mostly people just buy one? And also, how many people add the extra things? Really nice upsells here, by the way. No one buys two? Okay, great. If no one ever buys two, did you say if no one ever buys two, get rid of the option to buy two? the less decisions that make sense here, the more conversions you'll get. And you might find your conversion rate actually goes up when you take these off. Your average spend is $105. Great. So we have room to scale. We have room here. This is $50 per purchase. Your average purchase is $105. And this costs you $28. So you can make, but you're making between $10 and say $25 profit per order. So the idea is we want to see if we can reduce this down to about $40 per sale. That would be ideal. And see if we can increase the basket size. So let's just go through the actual website real quick. I'm going to add a bristle brush. The images that you've... Oh, okay. So that didn't work. Maybe it did. I think we have some usability issues. I want to buy the thing plus that. So I add that. And it just gives me that. How does that work? If I check out, what happens? Oh, all right. Yeah, that's definitely killing your conversions. And so is this. I would probably get rid of this on the website entirely. I use one-click upsell. You know that wrestling belt in the back there. I got that after I made $1 million with one-click upsell. So I know one-click upsell really well. And I do find, I know the course teaches you to do this. And for some products, it's a good idea. I'd like you to test a week without this. If your conversion rate goes up and it doesn't affect your average order value, then you're better off without this upsell at the checkout. Because we should be using one-click upsell post-purchase. All of my offers for Homecraftology and my other websites are all post-purchase offers because once I've got the money, I'm happy. I just want a little bit more money. But until I get the money off the customer, I want to keep things as smooth as possible. So already today, if we can fix this to add both this and this to the cart, brilliant. If I go to Homecraftology, I know this. Yours is really pretty. Mine's not as pretty, and I'm sure you can figure out how to make it pretty. So I have mine. Where are mine? Where'd they go? Oh, it's probably because I've already bought them on this thing. Let me just try it on an incognito window. Holy crap. My one-click upsells are not showing. Oh, there they are. There they are. My website's just a little bit slow while I'm streaming. I will have to see if I can share this with you guys. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Share window. This is the one here. All right. So this is how I do my one-click upsells. This is actually an inbuilt module inside one-click upsell where I can tick the boxes rather than add them to cart so that I don't disturb the customer's flow. And then when you add them to the cart, the product plus the upsells are added. Much smoother experience. And then when I click checkout, we go straight to checkout. There's no upsell there. I don't want to like put anybody off. I don't want to get anybody's attention. I don't want to have them have another decision. You want the product, buy it straight away. Too many decisions can make them get distracted. And if they're on their phone and they're doing this in their lunch hour, or they're just secretly doing this while they're at work and their boss comes around and they've had an upsell there, that can be enough to just completely drop the flow of a customer purchase. Yeah, you can do that within one-click upsell. I'll show you how we do it if you like. I'll show you how my one-click upsell is all situated. How about we do that? One-click upsell, where are you? Oh, update. Okay. Let's update. All right. So this is a product widget. You do have to go into your theme and make sure you install the widget, but it helps you do that. It's pretty easy. It's just like a an extra app thingy you just switch over in your theme on your product page. Basically, it's a buy box. You add in your products. You can either have a carousel, which I don't recommend because it doesn't show all the products, or you can have a stack. We have your buy boxes here, which we can go and just change a few things. It's not pretty though. It's not very pretty, but it is basic and it does work. You could probably change some of this, maybe using some cascading style sheets. It might be possible. You can certainly change your checkbox color if you wanted to theme this to more of. Wait. You got to write your thing. Oh, and then you can have an add button if you want, which does that, which might be closer to what you have on your website already. So that could work there, and you can change your color there. So that would be pretty cool. I have a tick box. I'm not going to change anything because my website's working really well. Choose good product images. When you have too much stuff on the product image, it makes it really hard to see what you're buying, especially on mobile phone. But that's a non-invasive way of doing it. And there are other apps out there that can do something similar that look prettier. But sometimes pretty isn't what gets sales, because you see here, we're making a lot more per purchase. This one alone, the butter paper is making me 68 cents per visitor. Crazy. So then you see here, I don't have a pre-purchase upsell. I never will. I absolutely, my personal opinion is in most cases a pre-purchase upsell might not be the best idea. For some cases, absolutely brilliant idea, but for most cases, I would turn it off. And in-cart checkout, if you upgrade to Shopify Plus, you can actually have this running, and that can be very lucrative. I don't have Shopify Plus, so this is not running for me. Post-purchase upsells, always test products. Always test. I was doing a 50-50 test here on these two products. You can see here I make more revenue per visitor on this product. I'll probably go and test another product next week. This way you have additional revenue coming in where you showcase all your other products. It's also a good idea to have a thank you series in your emails, right? So if I'm going to showcase these products in the post-purchase upsell, you can bet that you'll see these products in my thank you series with a discount. Because once I've gotten the purchase from you, the next thing you can expect me to do is try and upsell you and cross-sell you in my thank you series with different offers and different discounts. And I'm going to keep doing that until you buy again, because I want that second sale. If it's $50 per purchase on Facebook, you should be absolutely rabid to try and get one more sale out of those people. Because if half or even if 25% of your customers come back and buy again, you end up being so much more profitable, because that cost per purchase only happens once. Once they're your customer, you don't have to buy them again. So if you look in my welcome series, I'll pop it up here. Give me a second. Let me load up my OmniSend. I have two welcome series that I'll show you. And then of course we have the thank you page upsell here. If you're not running these, you are sitting on extra cash that could be in your account. And this would be the difference between you scaling and not scaling. Switch my store to that one there. Okay, so this is Home Craftology. This is my OmniSend account. Go into automations. So that's my welcome series. That's I call it my buy or die because I'm a little bit more aggressive. I have a lot more emails in my welcome series than you guys would have, and I highly recommend. Like if you're looking at ways to make more money, and if you're trying to throw more money at Facebook, and the cost per purchase is going up, Facebook's not your problem. You need to be working in your emails and on your landing pages, making sure that you use your website and you test your website on a phone, on a desktop. You get your mum and your dad to test your website because they're older than us. They're less capable. And if they can't use your website, then 50% of other people can't use a website. So get your parents to test your websites. Get all the boomers to test them, because boomers love shopping online. They're just not very good at it. Anyway, So I have 2 thank you series, a new customer thank you and a repeat customer thank you. And this is the stats that it's given me over the last 30 days, right? So these are US dollars too. So just from my new customer thank you, we've made $5,000 extra. That's like $8,000 Australian extra that I wouldn't have had in my back pocket. And then my repeat purchases, that's about $3,500 extra. So that's like $11,000 extra I get in my back pocket in the last 30 days just by having these. So for the thank you series, I don't hold back. You have to understand, people are excited. You're giving them a solution to something. Your customers, Katie, they're wanting a solution to their cellulite. They're going to have it. You're helping them with this, and they're excited. And they're excited to hear from you and what else you can offer. So don't feel bad about emailing them. Look, my thank you, sorry, I'm getting confused here. My thank you email made me $41,000 extra. That's, since I came to OmniSend, that's what, $65,000-$70,000? Maybe I'm over exaggerating my things here. So what does this look like? Could be over exaggerating my conversions here, but no, I should be about that. So I'm trying to show people that they can trust me. We're going to get your order. This is my family. This is us. Showcase who you are. Get their trust. You'll get far less people emailing you back asking where's my shit, because they're going to trust that you are a legitimate company, and they have a photo of you, and they know you're real, and then they're going to be less likely to be upset if your order takes longer to get to them. About your order, we talk about the shipping time. So we're setting expectations in the thank you series, and right here I'm going to give you a 50% off coupon. Now my prices are 4 times margin, so 50% off for me is not a big deal. But you might instead of doing a 50% off coupon, you might do a 30% off coupon, because if you're doing the 3 times margin rule, 1/3 goes to Facebook, 1/3 profit, 1/3 goes to the product. So giving them a 30% off deal is essentially the same profit for you as it would be getting a Facebook sale. Another thing you could do is a $5 or a $10 coupon. For you, Katie, at an $80 price point, you could even do a $20 coupon and still make money. You could do a $15 coupon that I probably think is lovely. We do cross-selling here just through automated best-selling products. We're not even really hitting them hard at this point. We're just showcasing, hey, we've got a discount here for you to use. And then we're getting another $20,000 from the second email. And all this is, your payment has been verified. That's all this is. This is me just slowing down the process. So it's day 2, and I'm here saying, hey, your payment has now been verified. We haven't shipped your order yet. Your payment's been verified. Don't forget about the sale here. Now this image here is from a service, and this is your golden nugget for the night. This is your true golden nugget. I write their name and their last name here. Every single thank you email has the customer's first name and last name written on this thing. We use this service called Pick Snippets. This allows you to generate images on the fly. I use this in my welcome series. I use this in my thank you series to put the customer's name inside my image to make them feel special. This is a very cheap service. I don't know how much I'm paying, like $20 a month for this. And look, this is a priority mailbox where you can put the customer's name in there and it generates it on the fly. Just let your mind wander with what you could achieve in your email series by doing something like this. I've only just scratched the surface. $50 a month. I think I'm paying a lot less than that because I have a very old account. Exactly, small details. And so we've told them we've processed your payment. Your payment's gone through. Congratulations. Here's your 50% off sale. So I've bought myself now 2 extra days. They know that, like, not secretly, but in the background, my supplier has been printing and packaging, and probably already shipped it by day 1. By day 2, we're just slowing them down saying, hey, now your payment's been verified. So that by day 8, when it actually arrives, or maybe by day 10, it feels like it's only been shipped for like 7 days. Just setting the expectations help a lot. So this email's made us another 13,000. So that's around $20,000 Australian. And this is pretty much just talking about reviews. Again, we're giving people the 50% off. We're not even cross-selling yet. We're just making people feel comfortable that they haven't made a mistake. They can trust us. I don't want to be giving away refunds. So I want people to trust me as much as possible. Now, day 4. Now we're starting to actually do the cross-selling. So did you get this tool? This is absolutely essential. And now I start showcasing some of my favorite upsells that we've got. Plus, I've given you 40% off accessories, which I didn't do before. And here is that same thing, the same things that you saw in the after sale, they're back now at a discount. I know these are my best selling accessories. And get ready for, if I gave you a golden nugget before, yeah, strap on in because I'm about to give you a golden bar. Unexpected delivery for you is the subject line. How many people, if you've bought from me, or if you bought from somebody, and you got an email that said unexpected delivery for you, how many of you would actually open that? I'd say around about 72% of you, because that's how many people open this email. Dear God, I shouldn't have given this away for free. This is why you pay for the Freedom Club, but ladies and gentlemen, this is it. So in this email, I tell you that I have actually got a bit of a problem. I've made a mistake. I've ordered too many of these diamond painting storage boxes that you saw before. I need to sell them because I've got way too many in my warehouse. Please, for the love of God, come and help me and buy one. And you can see here we sell loads of these from this. So again, it's taking a subject line, unexpected delivery for you, and it's turning it around. That's what I was told when I got this delivery. And my problem is now your benefit. Now, this is just in the thank you campaign. And the way that someone gets into this is obviously by purchasing. The way that someone gets out of this is when they place another order. So once you've placed another order, you won't hear from me again in this particular, what's it called? Automation. Instead, you go into my repeat customer thank you series. Now, I do need to work on this. This used to make me a ton more money. You can see here, it's, we used to make $12,000, $5,000, $10,000. We used to make way more. I need to get in here and refix this because it's obviously not working very well at the moment. But this was one of my most lucrative campaigns. The idea in here is to invite people or to add people into your VIP club, and you give them a nice big fat discount and make them feel very special. What's probably happened to me is probably this code is not working. So I'm going to have to go in and try and make this code work and figure out why it's not working. It does happen when you do have a lot of different discounts that you're offering. From time to time, you may accidentally turn one off and you don't realize it for a while. But you know what? I didn't even notice this wasn't working for ages. So you can guess what I'm doing after this stream. I'm going to go and fix this up. Basically, yeah, we're giving people VIP deals. We're really saying thank you, and we're giving them even bigger discounts than before because they've already bought from us. So we're giving people up to 55% off. So that's what we want to do. And that's actually one of the main keys of scaling. You can't just spend more on your Facebook ads. You've got to do more. You've got to make more money from the ads that you've got running. That way you can spend more. And that way when your cost per purchase does go up, because if you increase your budgets on Facebook, your cost per purchase is going to go up every time. How you beat your competition is you beat them on cost per purchase. If your product is out there and you got some good ads and you're getting a $35 cost per purchase and you scale and you're getting a $50 cost per purchase, your competitors are getting that same cost per purchase or something similar most likely. But if you can afford to spend more money and go up to like a $60 cost per purchase and still be profitable because you got all this running in the back end, you will dominate your market. And they'll be wondering how they always see your ads in the newsfeed and how you do it. All right, Katie, you have a lot of work ahead of you. You know exactly what to go fix. Go fix your customer journey. Make sure that this all makes sense. Make sure that the customer flow isn't broken. Go and work on your emails. That goes for all of you. Your emails are going to be, even though when you first launch your store and you've got like a couple of thousand people on your list or not even that, you feel like your emails are useless. start setting yourself the routines that are going to make you money. So for me, I usually send out a midweek email, say on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I usually send out, I nearly always, in fact, I always send out a weekend email on Sunday, and then I send out another closing weekend email on my Monday, which is the US's Sunday, because most of my customers are in the US. For if you're in Australia, you might send an email on Friday for the weekend deal, and then you might close it on Sunday. Try and come up with really cool discounts that you can do inside your weekly emails. It might be $5 off. It might be $5 off your order. It might be 20% off your order. It might be buy two, get one free. For example, on my Stoned and Ash website, just to give you guys an idea of what you can do. So we have our main seller, which has our anti-theft sling bag. And this does really well. At 39 USD, we make money. I'd like to make more money, of course. How we make more money is the weekend emails. But what if you don't have, what if you can't offer a better discount at a good rate and it's not profitable for you? So here's what we do. I've got another product that I've uploaded. One second, I'm just going to share that with you. So I duplicated this product. And on the duplicated product, we changed the price to $59.95. We change the deal to buy two, get one free. And we promote this offer via email. You can't access this offer from ads. You can't access this offer from the homepage. It's only available via email. And that way I can offer a different deal while still making money. Because it wouldn't make sense for me to do a buy two, get one free with the discounts at the $39. So try and come up with different ideas that you can run on the weekends. Try and come up with other complementary products that you could add to your store and you could sell via email. And when you're having a bad day and your store's not making much money, I mean, it won't instantly fix it, but go work on your emails. It makes you feel better because you'll be doing something, you'll be working on something that will have a larger impact over time. So if I wake up and I never wake up to no sales, but if I wake up and I got a low sale day, rather than sit there and pout, I'll just load up my emails and I'll start working on my automations, just seeing what can I do to improve this. And over time, you end up building this awesome sales machine that passively sits there and makes you money day in and day out. You're welcome, Katie. I didn't have time. We didn't get through everybody. Who did I miss out on? Hopefully I gave you guys enough value there to go make a lot more money. So Katie helped you. Connie. Okay, I'll do yours, Connie. I've got another. Hold on, let me read through this. I got another call I got to get to real quick. You're burning money. You need to pause until further. Okay. I'll help you out. Oh, we got some website issues. Yep, massive website issues. What is this gap here, Connie? We got to fix this. This does not look good. Also, these are in the wrong spot. So pause your ads. Actually, let me share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Connie, pause your ads immediately. Who approved your website? Whichever coach approved your website, I need to go and have a chat with them. Let me just check how this looks on my mobile phone. Skinglow.au. Okay, it doesn't look as terrible on my mobile phone, but oh wait, that's not the product. One sec. Yep, it looks a little bit better on my mobile phone. But those sales points, okay, so we have to figure out what's making this have this gap here on desktop. These things here, they go under the add to cart button. The add to cart button, when I hover over it, it goes white. We definitely don't want that. It needs to be visible. Get rid of the buy with shop button. We do not want too many questions or too many possibilities on the the product page. If you give customers too many options, they will choose none. LED sculpt device is a really bad name for a product. We need to explain more about what it does. Sculpt and lift for definition and contour. Microcurrent technology. Boost. These are things. And there's also some casing issues here with a capital P that can put some people off. These are not good unique selling points. Maybe reduce puffiness for a similar look. We need to have a more emotional selling points here, not product features. Product features go further down the page. These are benefits that you get. Like this is almost a good benefit, but it's too clinical. How is a woman going to feel after using this? How is a woman going to feel after using this for a week? What kind of offer can you say? Can you say something like, your skin will feel 10 years younger in 6 weeks or your money back, or something like that? That's a true benefit here. Now, this product image is not bad, but this product image is fantastic. This should probably be your first product image. It is good. Down here, it looks really weird because we've got these tiny square images. So they should be bigger. This looks unprofessional for a professional product. So we need to make this look a lot better. You've done multiple review calls. Okay, I'm going to go and chat with my coaches because they should have been on top of this a bit better. So I won't throw anybody under the bus, but I'll tell them all that they should be giving you a lot better feedback. We shouldn't have this much of a gap between things. On the mobile, it's not as bad, but they definitely look strange on the mobile. It looks like they look way too small. Now, on the money back guarantee, on the mobile, there's way too much space between this and here. It looks funny. The image carousel looks great. This does look good. Now, for your benefits, there are so many people selling this product. You need to go and find all of your competitors. What I really want you to do, and I'm not just saying this, I actually want you to do this because this is what I do. Go and get a Google Sheet. Go and find, using whatever, Minia, using Facebook Ad Library, spend 2 to 3 hours. And I want you to find maybe 20 competitors selling this product. And I want you to find all of the selling points that make you feel something when you look at their landing pages. And I want you to redo your unique selling points based off the best of what you find when you look at all of your competitors. I want you to make sure that your price is competitive. I want you to make sure that the things that you're saying are the best of all of them combined. And try and find on your competitors the emotional hook that makes you feel like you need this in your life, because that's what we need to use here. Let's go look at your ads. Skin Glow. Oh, I don't have access to your ad account. But I want you to pause your ads in the meantime. If you could go and invite me to your ad account. Here's my email address, chrisevers030@gmail.com. If you could send me an invite into your ad account, I will go in and have a look and we can go and figure out how your ad account is doing, but we'll have to do that in the next stream. I can do that on Sunday. If you come into my stream on Sunday, it's a product review stream. It's at 11 a.m. on Gold Coast time. I will do a special ad review for you if you'd like. In the meantime, feel free to jump into. I'm going to have a chat with my coaches about you after this call. feel free to share some of the things you find about with your competitors, with your coaches, and I will help them help you. Okay. And then on Sunday, we'll look at your ads. We'll figure out what's working and what's not working. And we'll figure out if we need to go and make new ads. And also, when you're making your sheet, one sheet can be about your competitors' websites. Make another sheet about all your competitors' ads. We want to find the best ads that are targeting the best pain points. And we'll turn this around for you. Okay, Connie? And I'll be back, guys. You can message me. I may or may not see it because due to the amount of messages I get and have in my inbox, I will try and respond to those who I can. But I will be back on Sunday, and I will see you guys all then. For anybody else, you can access me if you need to via your coach. They can ask me questions on your behalf. If you want my advice on something, just go through your coaches. I talk to them every single day. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.